Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to my final video here on the Land Out of Time Anachronia. In this one, we are going to be doing loot from the last of the 8 Slayer monsters that were released on the island, and this one is going to be the Devil's Snare. Now, the Devil's Snare is another very good plant to kill for Iron Man, similar to the Luminous Snagglers. However, in my opinion, this is actually probably the most dangerous new monster that was released in terms of these new Slayer monsters, because its special attack actually can hurt pretty bad. I saw a hardcore dive to this thing yesterday, and I wasn't sure how they would have died to it, but if you see here, I kind of just skip it with a detonate, and it's basically Telos's first special attack, where he does the tendril and grips you, meaning you can't move, and you start losing health and adrenaline pretty fast, and then you have to deal damage to break out. And you have to deal 10,000 damage to these things in order to break out of them. And that whole time it's hitting you for typeless damage around 500 to 700 every tick or two. I'm not sure if it's every tick or every other tick, but it's really rapid and pretty high damage. And it's also healing for a small amount as well. I tried to show it again on this one. My crackling kills it, but I do show it on the next one and kind of just tank it for a little bit to see what it actually does. So this one is actually pretty dangerous. If you're on a hardcore, I would be careful with these ones, as that can hit you pretty bad. I didn't ever have it happen during the actual kills, but if you're a lower level or don't have the best gear, it definitely could happen, as these ones do have 42k health. Also, they're level 90 Slayer required, just like the other dinosaurs I did recently. And here we go with the special attack again. As you can see, those hits anywhere from 500 to 700, and it's really rapid damage. And it doesn't stop. It will not stop unless you break out. The animation will even end, like it'll stand back up, but you'll see here, I'm still taking that damage as it stands back up, and it starts attacking me even with that still happening. So it can be very dangerous if you're not careful. You definitely want to watch out for that. As far as Slayer XP goes, these ones give 1760 Slayer XP each, so on the lower end of these new monsters, but they're not too bad, and the loot is just going to be exceptional for Iron Man if you guys just wait for that. This is my final kill of the 50 here, and I've now done 200 of each of the dinosaurs and the Vileblooms. I have 202 Vileblooms because I did 2 seed ones for that clip in my first video, but I have done a total of 50 of all of them now. And we're going to get into the loot here, back on the main here at the Max Guild. As you guys can see in my inventory, this is just some really fantastic stuff that you really are going to love to be getting on any Iron Man account. So starting off for the charms, again, these ones weighted more towards blues and crimsons, as all the new ones are, and seems like they do drop a decent amount of them as well. Only about 20% of the time will they drop no charm, which is pretty good. I also got about 100k cash. I was keeping track. They drop coins from 10 to 30k at a time, so that's kind of high. 30k is a pretty high amount of coins for one of these monsters. And then if you just look at the herbs, it's just amazing. I got 32 grimy snapdragons, which they drop in batches of 3 to 7. 24 grimy renars, which they drop in batches of 5 to 7, as well as 27 unfinished renar potions, which they also drop in batches of 4 to 7. The wiki has the potions listed as more rare, but I mean, I got more of those than I did the herbs. I don't know if that's exactly true. They seem pretty similar rarity, but look at that. That is just such good supplies for an Iron Man. Prayer pots like renars and snapdragons aren't that easy to come by unless you want to camp somewhere. Like if you're doing your normal Slayer, you won't get a whole lot of these herbs nor their seeds. So it's really nice to have this monster that drops a whole lot of them, and it's a higher level one too that you're probably going to be killing if you are using the new Slayer Master. So that is a total, if you add it all up, let's do that. I just want to see, that's a total of 83 prayer restoring potions, with obviously 32 of those being super restores. So just amazing. They also drop grimy spirit weeds, although you're probably going to be getting more spirit weeds from the luminous snagglers as they drop the seeds, which is more beneficial for you. But these still have them on there for some summoning potions as well. And then you have some secondaries even, 73 red spider's eggs, although I've never had trouble with these because Vires drop them as well, but they drop these in batches from 9 to 11. By the way, the spirit weeds was from 3 to 5, so a bit lower end on those compared to the other two herbs. They also drop snapegrass from 8 to 11. Now, I'm sure most of you Ironmen out there have plenty of snapegrass from aberrant specters, but never hurts to get some more. And those are some really nice secondaries for both those herbs that they already drop. So really, really great. They also will drop the small spiky rune salvage, 1 at a time noted, as well as earth battle staves, 2 at a time noted, which is also nice. I got 4 of the Devil's Snare seeds, which you of course can plant for some farming and extra Slayer XP. I got 3 Arbuck seeds this time. Everything from there drops Arbuck seeds a bit rarely. And then we got 47 mud runes as well, which is also, of course, a very, very nice drop to get on your Iron Man. So pretty amazing new monsters here for the Iron Man. The Luminous Snagglers and these Devil's Snare plants are seriously probably the best monsters for Iron Man that exist in Slayer outside of Vires. So definitely really, really great task to do. Now we're going to go in for the price check for all you main accounts out there who would like to know what kind of money you can expect from this task. In 50 kills, we got 638k, so pretty much around about the average for these new monsters, with the Ripper Dinos and the Luminous Snagglers being the standouts in terms of loot. Ripper Dinos giving 1.5 mil and Luminous Snagglers giving 1.3 mil, with everything else hovering from 600 to 800k. So this is pretty average. I would recommend killing the Luminous Snagglers instead of these if you are on a main and have the level required, as they give similar XP, but they do have better loot. That is, of course, if you're not going for the highest XP possible, which seems to be the liverworts, which aren't, of course, unlocked until 110. But if you're on Iron Man, I would go for these things or the Luminous Snagglers as well. Both of those are going to be really good for you, depending on what you need. I'm really looking forward to unlocking these things at 90 Slayer on my hardcore, although I'm a little bit afraid of that special attack. I'll have to definitely make sure I'm paying attention when I'm at these things, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Anyways, guys, that is it for the loot videos from the new Slayer monsters here on Anachronia. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Really appreciate all the support I got on these videos that I was making for this new island, and I'm glad I could bring you guys the content you are looking to watch. Let me know in the comments if there's any other ideas you guys have for videos you'd like to see going forward. I'll still have my normal vlogs that I'll be doing, as well as my hardcore series, but as far as videos like this and stuff like that go, then I don't really have a whole lot of other things to make in this vein. But if you have any ideas, then feel free to list them off, and I'll definitely take them into consideration. I will obviously have our normal Monday vlog tomorrow for whatever patches that they do release, and you know, if there's ever any new news throughout the week, I will be sure to cover that as well. Thanks again for checking out the video, guys. If you missed it, I had a new Hardcore Iron Man episode out yesterday, as well as a little music dubbed video where I did a triple dino hunt, which I finally got. So I thought that was pretty cool to show. If you guys missed it, it's on my channel, and you can check it out there. Thanks again, guys, for checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.